Hey there, it's Casey Dibben from the TaxSaleAcademy.com, and welcome to our weekly tax sale question segment. This week's question comes to us from a YouTube subscriber and was actually on a video discussing drive-bys or site visits. It says, how are we supposed to do a drive-by for a property that's on the other side of the country? So first off, that's a fantastic question. It's something that I want to dive into just a little bit. Obviously, flying across the country to look at one or two properties that you might or might not win at an auction can be extremely cost prohibitive at best and a massive waste of time and money at worst. We're going to get back to this point shortly. But first off, nothing that I say from here on out will matter unless you know what you are doing. You must understand completely what you should be looking for in a site visit. So you have to have the education prior to going out and looking at a whole bunch of properties. 99% of tax sale research in most counties can be handled online. That last 1% is where the site visit comes in. So the overwhelming majority of the properties that you see on a tax sale list will not ever require or deserve you taking the time to perform a site visit. So first off, know what you're doing. A site visit is going to help you ensure what you're seeing online actually exists in person. That the house wasn't burned down, that the lot isn't covered in 3 feet of water, that kind of stuff. It's simply to verify the physical aspects of what you have seen, what you've researched digitally. Second, the best thing that you can do, by far, is drive by the property yourself once you know what you're looking for. I said it. Do it yourself. No one on the face of this earth will care more about the money that you're investing in that property than you will. So hopefully you're going to be detailed and you'll drive by as many properties as you personally can. I've spent plenty of times driving from one property to the next, hundreds of properties at a time, thousands of miles on a vehicle, but it all paid off. That's the most foolproof way to ensure you don't make a mistake. So keep that in mind. Now, obviously, of course, that's not possible for a lot of people. Jobs, flights, travel, all that kind of stuff make it cost and or time prohibitive. I get that. So the next way is to simply hire somebody that is local. And there's strategies to do this, but you can do it for a very nominal amount, 5, 10, maybe $20, depending on where it's at. Have somebody local drive by the property for you, take pictures of the property, multiple pictures, and give you their opinion on the property and the area. The best suggestion that I have is to make it as foolproof as possible when it comes to finding the property you're looking for by using your online resources to map it out for them. Draw them a map. Tell them additional details that will help them find exactly where the property is. So for example, this is the address. This is the color of the house based on the online research I found. This is where the garage is in relation to the front door. Or there's a red fire hydrant on the right front corner of the lot when looking at it from the road. Or there's 2 mailboxes that are black right next to each other on the other corner. Tell them to take a picture for you of the property, as well as those details that you just provided with that photo of the property showing the property in the background of those details. This is to help you have some reassurance that they actually took pictures of the correct property and they gave their opinion of the correct property. Understand that with this approach, however, you are still not seeing it with your own 2 eyes, which means there's an additional layer of potential issues. There is room for human error. Maybe you did a poor job at describing where the property's at, or maybe the person that you hired to do this gig for you was just lousy. Even if you have the safeguards put into place that we discuss, there is still the potential to have issues, and it's not going to be as guaranteed as if you were seeing it yourself. So make sure that you take whatever information you get from somebody else with a grain of salt. And obviously, if you can't get there, but you're going to spend a lot of money on the property, have multiple people drive by the property, but when it comes down to it, if you're investing a portion of your net worth or a higher portion of your net worth, then you might be comfortable relying on somebody else. It might be either worth the time to go out there yourself or just skip that property entirely. So that's all I got. You can either do it yourself or you can hire somebody local. Those are the 2 options. Undoubtedly though, somebody below this video is going to say, Can I just go out there and buy it sight unseen based off of the aerials or the Google Street View? Yeah, you absolutely can. But I absolutely don't recommend it. And the reason is because I've done way too many drive-bys to suggest that approach. In other words, I've researched something online and had it earmarked as one of those slam dunk incredible deals I'm going to make a load of money on, only to drive by it and realize that what I saw online didn't match what I saw in person, even in the slightest bit. That house was demolished, it was burned down, or the roof was falling in. That vacant lot had thousands of pounds worth of trash that somebody had dumped on it, or that acreage was unbuildable swampland, even though it looked dry online. I've seen all these issues and many, many more. Buying something completely sight unseen might work once in a while, but eventually it's going to catch up to you. So obviously, I highly advise against it. What I recommend, of course, is either look at it yourself or hire somebody local to look at it for you with some safeguards in place to make sure they're looking at the correct property. And even then, make sure you take it with a grain of salt if necessary. So hopefully this has helped answer your question. If you have any other questions or would like to learn more about investing in tax-deferred real estate, make sure you check out all the links in today's show notes to links to hundreds and hundreds of training videos. And of course, our primary site where we have our most advanced step-by-step training at taxselacademy.com, where you can join the academy. And if you're not quite ready to join the academy, you can always grab my book, Tax Sell Playbook. I bought the book for you. It's completely free. All I ask is that you cover the nominal shipping cost to get it from our warehouse to your front door, less than $5 in the US. Hopefully this helps. Take care, folks. Bye-bye.